Civ 6 is a strategy game for many consoles, including the Nintendo Switch. This game is a ton of fun. It's a very challenging game. It's almost like a board game. It's similar to the game Risk, if you're ever familiar with that game, but it has way more depth in terms of the features, being that it's a video game. In a sense, it's a Rise of Civilizations type simulator, and it's really cool because, in a sense, it is also educational. It kind of helps you see how societies progress over time. It's a really cool and fun game. In this game, you're going to establish your own cities and your own civilization, essentially, expanding out as you explore the continent with different types of units. And you kind of start with this like stone man type age, but as you progress through technology, your civilization is going to advance as well. You'll establish new cities by creating these settlers that branch out from your main city, and you'll have to deal at the beginning with like these barbarian hordes and all kinds of hazards in that sense. The game, as you expand, though, is a lot of fun.
We are, by the grace of God, Victoria,
You'll begin to encounter
Queen
other
of the United
civilizations, and with these civilizations, you can actually essentially establish relationships with them. You can trade with them, and it begins, or you can even make war with them as well. So you kind of have these geopolitical type elements. You'll establish a government as well, and the different governments have different advantages depending on the focus and type of game that you're trying to actually play. There are a few ways to win in Civilizations. Here, I'm going to try to win with a domination victory, which is a military victory conquering the other nations around. But there's a lot of ways to play. You can also play with a cultural victory, just kind of focusing on expanding the civilization's culture until you've completely outmatched the other civilizations. There's also a technology victory where your technology becomes so advanced that you win the game over the other nations as well. Or you can have a religious victory where you convert all the other civilizations over to your religion. As you advance in technology, though, you'll unlock all kinds of modern technology, including computers, nuclear weapons, all kinds of stuff there. You also can advance your civics, and these civics will help your government grow and give you advantages in terms of the boosts that the various governments give to your society. As you advance, you'll start having units like tanks and other modern type battle units, and these will obviously help you in combat, especially if you're doing the domination style victory, or if you're doing one of the others in terms of defending your actual civilization against the other attacking ones. As you expand, your civilization might be more colonial, and you might actually expand to other continents. That's the cool thing about the game world here. You can choose your map size here. I just did a smaller map, but the maps actually get pretty gigantic, like entire world sized, if you even want to go that far through the game. There's also different difficulty modes, so I believe that there's 6 or 7 different difficulty modes. I like to play it right in the middle. The Prince mode is the default, and it's very challenging. If you want a more simple type game mode, you can pick one of the easier ones if you're just doing more casual. Or if you're really crazy, you can do the harder game modes, which are very, very difficult. As you progress through the game, you're going to unlock even more units. So, for example, by the end of this game, I had jet bombers flying around, bombing, and modern tanks. So it is really cool in terms of the technology tree and the options available to you. And as you can see here, I'm going to finish off the game by taking this last capital with my tanks. And yeah, I mean, the game is really in depth in that sense, and it's a lot of fun. It is very, very challenging and difficult, yet at the same time really rewarding when you finally beat the game. The game being turn-based ultimately is really casual. You can put it down and stop and then come back to it even months later and just pick up where you left off, which is really great. It's also multiplayer enabled, so you can have local multiplayer. I know a lot of guys who play Civ really like to play LAN back in the day, and you can kind of do that even on the Switch, which is really cool. Ultimately, this game is super fun, and I know if you pick it up, you're not going to be disappointed by it.